Are transgender athletes changing the landscape of women's sports, or is this a step too far in the name of inclusion? This question has sparked heated debates worldwide, and today, we're diving into one of the most controversial examples, the Flying Bats FC. This Sydney-based soccer team made headlines not just for their skill but for their unique lineup, which includes 5 transgender players. Despite fierce criticism and tight security at their matches, they've just clinched the Women's Premier League Grand Final, remaining undefeated all season. But with this victory comes a storm of controversy that has divided fans, officials, and sports commentators alike. Flying Bats FC's journey to the top of the Women's Premier League is nothing short of remarkable. With 16 regular season wins, 65 goals scored, and only 4 conceded, their dominance on the field is clear. Yet, it's not just their athletic prowess that's grabbing attention. The presence of 5 transgender players on the team has ignited a fierce debate about fairness and inclusion in sports. Critics, including high-profile figures like J.K. Rowling and sports presenter Lucy Zelick, argue that the inclusion of transgender athletes in women's competitions is a crime against women, calling into question the very integrity of the sport. The grand final itself was a tense affair, with Flying Bats FC edging out West Pennant Hills Cherrybrook Football Club in a 5-4 thriller. The match was played under tight security, with photography restricted and phones checked for images, a sign of the heightened tension surrounding the event. Despite the backlash, one of the transgender players was named Best on the Ground, highlighting their significant contribution to the team's success. But the controversy doesn't end on the pitch. Earlier this year, reports surfaced that several teams had forfeited their matches against the Flying Bats, unwilling to compete against a side with transgender players. This sparked further outrage, with critics accusing governing bodies of failing to protect the integrity of women's sports. Meanwhile, supporters of the Flying Bats, including club president Jennifer Peden, argue that the team stands as a beacon of inclusion, promoting safe and respectful play for all players, regardless of gender identity. The debate over transgender inclusion in sports is far from settled. As Flying Bats FC celebrates their victory, questions remain about the future of women's sports and the balance between fairness and inclusion. Will governing bodies take action, or will we continue to see more teams like the Flying Bats challenging the status quo? That's a wrap for today's video. The debate over transgender athletes in women's sports is one of the most contentious issues in modern sports. Where do you stand? Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to Celeb Explore Hub for more updates on the stories shaping our world.